Welcome to meeting this moment as it is. Before I get started, I just want to name that it's not always safe for some people to be present, that turning away, staying busy, planning ahead, or going numb may have been ways of coping. I first discovered this in my independent practice with clients, where I would try to guide them to be more relaxed. And some people would just really freak out because relaxing or being in the present moment wasn't safe for them. So for any of you, if presence doesn't feel comfortable, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. And I want to emphasize that you're in charge of your pace here. You get to choose what you stay with, what you touch lightly, and when you want to shift your attention. So first, I just invite you to tune into your body as a living presence that's carried you to this moment. Just feeling the inhale and exhale of your breath. Perhaps you can notice points of contact where your body meets the chair, the floor, or even gravity itself. Perhaps you can feel the steadiness of what's holding you. You might notice sensations of pressure, warmth, coolness, tension, or ease. And you don't need to change anything. Simply noticing is already a form of arrival. Just letting yourself arrive by noticing whatever you're experiencing right now. If emotions are present, see if you can name them softly. And whatever you're feeling is okay. Perhaps it's a little anxiety, emptiness, stress, flatness, calm, delight. Just naming your feelings can create a sense of a little space where you can be with your experience without being swallowed by it. Being able to name what you're feeling actually creates this separation from it, so that you are not your feelings. You're aware of what they are. See if you can let your thoughts come and go. Planning, remembering, commenting. Just letting yourself observe your thoughts the way that you might observe clouds in a sky or leaves floating down a river. Or signs in a parade. Just as you're not your feelings, you're not your thoughts. Being able to just watch can be very grounding and spacious. With each breath, see if you can just open your heart a little bit more to whatever your experience is in this moment. Being able to be with your experience, fighting against it, just being in the moment with it. This is how I'm feeling right now, and it's okay. If your attention drifts, that's fine too. That's just part of being human. And each time you notice and you gently return to this moment, to your breath, you're practicing something very important. If any point you feel overwhelmed, just come back to an anchor of some kind. Perhaps your breath moving in and out, your feet on the floor, or you can place a hand somewhere that feels supportive to you. Now, if it feels okay, perhaps you can silently ask yourself, what's it like to arrive here, just as I am right now? Don't have to answer, just notice. You may notice relief or resistance or sadness or nothing at all. All of these responses belong. See if you can acknowledge the effort that it takes just to simply pause and notice. Even brief moments of presence matter. Even partial arrival counts. Can settle down your nervous system. As we wind down this meditation, please take a moment to sense the wider context of this moment, the room that you're in, the air around you, the fact that time is passing and that you're here within it. Just notice one sound that you can hear. One sensation in your body. Reminder that you're alive right now. And when you're ready, please come back to this moment. Open your eyes if they were closed. And just let this moment of arrival come with you. Presence begins in this way by allowing ourselves to arrive again and again on our own time. Would love to hear from you, either in chat or out loud, what your experience is in this moment or during the meditation. Brenda.
Yeah, I was really noticing that, excuse me. I find typically when I'm meditating, or like whether it's in this group or meditating on my own, I have my phone on do not disturb, and I've just like basically cut out every other distraction. And I wasn't able to do that in this meditation today. And so for me, it was about like, how do I remain present to being here and being in the meditation in spite of these distractions that are coming in. Um, and I think that's just so important for us overall to consider in life, because we can't always be in that ideal situation where we just cut everything else out and everyone else out. Like life is coming at us. So how do we continue to go back to it in spite of that?
That's such a, I'm really glad that you spoke up, Brenda, because you're right. It's rare that we get to be in these ideal situations
Mm-hmm.
of not having any distractions. So how did you answer that question for yourself?
It was a focus point of going back, like, okay, whatever's there, it's there, and it'll still be there when I'm ready to go back to it. It doesn't need my attention right in this moment. Where I am right now and what I'm doing right now is what needs my attention in this moment.
So it was a coming back
Yeah,
to this moment. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
Gabby, I'm glad you made it.
Thank you very much.
How was it for everyone else? Sebastian, you look like you're ready to talk or you're typing or something.
Yeah, I was trying to find like the right words, but I'm not sure. It just felt like really gentle, this idea of arriving. And for me, it was I constantly really distracted. Um, what worked for me today was to pay attention to my body. Uh, that really like brought me here.
What was the first word that you used that you felt very, it was like tender or something like that?
Gentle.
Gentle.
Mhm.
I love it that you're feeling gentle with yourself. I'm just wanting to invite that feeling for everyone, like however you are, just being gentle with yourself. Those of you who are therapists on this call or you work with people, you know that it's not necessarily the first reaction that we have to something that's the problem. It's like, Saul, you were talking about being reactive like a sea slug sometimes, and that's not necessarily the problem. It's our secondary reaction, like, what is wrong with me? That's more of an issue. And so, however you are, if you just kind of be with it and notice it and be kind with it, it dissipates. But if you're stuck with what's wrong with me? Why am I so distracted? Why am I feeling this way all the time? Why am I being this and that? That's what disturbs our nervous systems. But if we can just observe, okay, this is how I am, and well, I'm distracted, I'm anxious, and whatever, I'm just going to return to my breath. It's just a very powerful practice. I want to thank all of you for being with me today, and those of you on YouTube, thanks for subscribing to this channel. This month, we're focusing on the theme of presence and embracing the moment as it is. It's just one of my most powerful practices. Next week, the theme is contacting what is alive right now. So I look forward to seeing you then.